Ladies and gentlemen, what if I told you that the future you spend so much time worrying about does not even exist? What if the fear that keeps you awake at night, the anxiety that follows you throughout the day, and the endless questions running through your mind are all focused on something that has not happened and may never happen? Think about that for a moment. How much of your life have you spent suffering over imagined scenarios? How many hours have been lost worrying about outcomes you could not control? How many beautiful moments have passed by unnoticed because your attention was trapped in a future that had not yet arrived? The truth is simple but profound. The future exists only as a thought. The present exists as reality. And yet most people sacrifice reality for imagination. Ladies and gentlemen, worrying about the future is one of the greatest habits that steals joy from human life. It convinces you that if you think hard enough, plan long enough, and worry deeply enough, you can somehow protect yourself from uncertainty. But worry has never prevented tomorrow's problems. It has only stolen today's peace. The mind loves certainty. It wants guarantees. It wants answers. It wants to know exactly how everything will unfold. But life was never designed to provide certainty. Life was designed to be lived. The river does not know every turn ahead, yet it continues to flow. The bird does not know where every gust of wind will take it, yet it continues to fly. Nature trusts the process. Human beings often forget how to do the same. We become trapped in endless what-if questions. What if I fail? What if things don't work out? What if I lose what I have? What if I make the wrong decision? And before long, these questions become prisons. But consider this. What if things work out better than you imagine? What if your greatest opportunity is still ahead of you? What if the challenge you're facing today is preparing you for something extraordinary tomorrow? The truth is that the future contains possibilities, not certainties. Fear simply chooses to focus on the negative possibilities. Wisdom chooses to focus on the positive ones. One of the most important lessons I have learned is that life unfolds one moment at a time. You do not have to solve your entire future today. You only need to live this moment fully. Yet most people are trying to carry tomorrow's burdens while standing in today, and the weight becomes unbearable. Imagine trying to walk while carrying every possible problem from the next 10 years on your shoulders. Of course you would feel exhausted. But those problems do not belong to you yet. They may never belong to you. Why carry what has not arrived? Ladies and gentlemen, worry is not preparation. Worry is imagination directed toward fear. Preparation is useful. Preparation creates action. Preparation solves problems. Worry creates anxiety. Worry drains energy. Worry keeps you stuck. There is a powerful difference between preparing for the future and fearing the future. One empowers you, the other weakens you. The future is not asking you to fear it. The future is asking you to trust yourself. Trust that you will adapt. Trust that you will learn. Trust that you will grow stronger. Trust that whatever challenges arise, you will find a way through them just as you have done before. Think about everything you have already survived. Every disappointment, every setback, every difficult chapter. At one point, each of those challenges seemed overwhelming. Yet here you are, still standing, still growing, still moving forward. The evidence of your strength is already present in your life. But fear often causes us to forget that evidence. Fear whispers that we are weak. Experience proves that we are resilient. Now listen carefully. The present moment is the only place where your power exists. You cannot act in tomorrow. You cannot make decisions in next year. You cannot solve problems in a future that has not arrived. You can only act now. You can only choose now. You can only live now. And that is why peace is found in the present moment. When your mind leaves the present, anxiety begins to grow. When your awareness returns to the present, peace begins to return. This does not mean you should never plan. It means you should plan wisely and then release your attachment to outcomes. Do your best. Take action. Make decisions. Then trust the process. The need to control every detail of the future is often what creates suffering. Life is filled with uncertainty. But uncertainty is not your enemy. Uncertainty is where possibility lives. If everything were known in advance, there would be no growth, no discovery, no adventure. Some of the greatest blessings in your life came from situations you never planned. Some of the most important people you met entered your life unexpectedly. Some of your biggest opportunities appeared when you least expected them. Life often works in ways the mind cannot predict. That is why trust is so powerful. Trust does not mean believing that nothing difficult will ever happen. Trust means believing that you can handle whatever happens. And that belief changes everything. Ladies and gentlemen, imagine what your life would feel like if you stopped worrying about every possible outcome. Imagine how much energy would be free. Imagine how much peace would return. Imagine how much joy you would experience. The future will arrive whether you worry about it or not. But your peace exists only in this moment. Do not trade today's peace for tomorrow's uncertainty. Do not sacrifice today's opportunities because of imagined fears. And do not allow a future that does not yet exist to rob you of the life that is happening right now. Take a deep breath. Look around you. This moment is your life. This breath is your life. This opportunity is your life. And when tomorrow arrives, you will meet it with the same strength, wisdom, and resilience that have carried you this far. So stop worrying about the future. Trust yourself. Trust life. Trust the journey. Because your power has never been in tomorrow. Your power has always been right here, right now. Thank you.